Alright, focusing on a run. Well, this is broken, and these are alright. Um, Two hallways, early shop, another hallway, one advanced. Into choice of elite or fire. Into two more fires, and then, like, you do a late elite. That looks like a really nice path. This is a, like, very sketchy path. Because, like, this is an advanced hallway, and if your shop, if you haven't like got, I mean, I guess the colorless could high roll you enough that you like look at like going through this, but if you end up going through this, you just like miss out on a shop and like why? So we're gonna click this and then think. Finesse is just very very good in this game. There's no knob, there's no chosen, and it got its numbers doubled for some reason. They removed the two at two. There's no knob, there's no chosen, there's no time eater. So they removed the three enemies that this card was like why you would ever not pick it, and they doubled its numbers. I say doubled, like the upgrade is not doubled, it's close to double. Still very improved, but yeah, that's just broken. I do generally take the event after my hallways. I try and take it before the shop. So if it's like this was an inverse, see if you get gold, you can spend the gold in the shop. But I do like it after, as late as after my easy pulls if possible, because then that means that if you find like, say, we're in jungle, aren't we? What beast is jungle? Yeah. So if you find like, say, the like toric toughness slither event, you're more likely to have a 2 3 cost cards you can slither, and it's like reasons like that. The upgrades get a bit stronger. All these sorts of things. Kill the higher HP one block. No real micro decision there. Ow. This is the sort of like randomly just losing HP in early floors. And a reason that I often don't pay giga attention to micro is that if something like this happens, I just go, I'd rather high rail my way out and play another run than just like really like lock in and focus down on micro. Because we've just had 4-7 twice in this fight, right? There literally has been no counterplay to that. We've just had 4 minus 14 in this floor. Um, and that was just draw order. I mean, you could maybe have not played a slimed and that would have smoothed it out, but there hasn't been a real thing to like change that. Our draw order was our draw order, and apart from whether you play a slime or not, there hasn't been a counterplay to that. Um, but we get a potion to cover it. These are pretty like whatever. I think I'm clicking one of these. Zek said he didn't like carrying hidden cash, and I do understand that. I I think that like looking through his tier list and the overall things, there's a few of the like star cards that I like rate fairly highly and have been playing for that hidden cash enables that Zek was not going this isn't like OP, and he was going yeah they're fine. And if you're not clicking those as aggressively as I am, then this is less valuable. And it's like picks tier lists and picks do not work individually. You have to like think of part of how they link. If you rate the star synergy less, like I mean, I do as well. I do as well, but it's like the thing of if you rate Gamma Blast and Guiding Star lower, to give just like the two like major examples, you're less willing to carry a like mediocre star generator or like all right star generator. And it's kind of the thing of if you're expecting to be playing for star payoff, if you're going star payoff is what I want. I've come down on guiding as well. I don't think I've gone quite as low down as Zex put it, but I have gone notably down. And I think it's the thing of some of these like you can do damage and draw and scale instead of by using this for draw, but by using the creation pool. The card create like even like the status creation pool and like Arsenal. Where is Arsenal? And like so like Arsenal, Spectrum Shift, Quasar. These sorts of things make having the other thing get stronger, and part of this is patches. Like, the numbers on these cards have grown. And as these other things get better, there's less dependence on that. I think there's also the thing of Guiding Star is kind of broken with Void Form, but I'm trying to reduce my dependency on Void Form. And I think that is a very, like, real part of that. I don't think this fight's lasting long enough to glug this. Which is the micro decision of turn 1. And we strike over the Venerate here. We try and end this with the next 2 strikes. Which do come here, thankfully. Now I'm very willing to throw this for 12 and accepting throwing this for 9. Can I skip here? This is the sort of thing where I want to skip. Turns out that seeing, like, mediocre garbage, like, very mid cards turn 1, means you have to actually, like, make drafting decisions instead of if you see Bulwark Plus on your first floor. I'm going to say that Bulwark Plus is better than this garbage. Anyone else think that? I definitely think that. Potions just bad here. Transform very good. Our deck is already, like, not found the things, and now we found the thing, and we get the information before the shop. So, like, now we know more for the shop, whereas, like, potions, we've already got 2 potions that are just, like, securing the elite and giving HP. I don't know what the AL abbreviation is there for. Is that Arsenal? Oh, you're glad to see us come up. Yeah, Arsenal's good. It's not, like, broken, but it's good. The Zek guide says pick Spectrum Shift. Before reading that, I would have picked Discovery, by the way. Before reading that, I would have picked Discovery. None of this would have got in my deck. Before reading that, I would have picked Discovery. Now I'm deciding between Discovery and Spectrum Shift. I think it's going to be, what am I doing at, like, pathing? I think Spectrum Shift minus is harder to carry than Discovery minus. But I think with these 2 fires here, so if we get hurt in the advanced hallway, so, like, let's assume we get, like, 12 out of this. So let's assume we're on 49 HP. If we get wrecked in the advanced hallway, we can go upgrade the Spectrum Shift and rest at both of these if we're really desperate. Ideally, we, like, upgrade the Astral Pulse. Upgrade the Astral Pulse and the Spectrum Shift rest once. But I think the Regent pot let us do that. Basically, I think this is a good card while it's minus, and a very good card once it's upgraded. This is a very good card once it's upgraded, an okay card until it's upgraded. And I think that's where my evaluation here is going. In that, because this path has, like, if I get hurt in, like, if this hallway goes badly, I can just upgrade Astral Pulse and Spectrum Shift and rest, and still fight hallway elite and kill beast. I can take this one over this one. Because this is better in Act 1. This is better in Act 1. But we've already got this and this to help us in Act 1. We've got 3 things over the base deck for Act 1, and we've lost our strike. Like, transforming strike into Astral Pulse is a game-changing thing. So I want to take something that's going to beat Act 2 bosses, and while Discovery is better against Millipede, I think this is correct. So how long is this fight going to take? What does this weaken it to? We can do Defend Spectrum Shift. We can definitely get 12 out of it on this floor. With that draw, I think. Try and get to 14. Because we could just see another potion, right? That's part of it. I don't actually want to, like, overdo damage here. But... so I don't think I play this, but I think I play this. Yeah. I think I want to try and squeeze this one out. But I need to, like, see where my block is coming from. So I don't play the Omni Slice to try and squeeze these out. So now we've just got the full 15. We've still got some plated armor. We've got some hits. Really smooth. I don't take Guiding Star with the already having an Astral Pulse. I don't take a second Astral Pulse. So it's Gather Light against Skip. We have added a block card, but what we've got is we've got, like... We're, like, slightly awkward on stars. Because currently we spend 5, and we've got 2 per cycle and 3 turn 1. So if we like goes to 3, that means the Venerate Gather Light lets us play 2 Astral Pulses instead of Falling Star Astral Pulse. Which I think I'm down with because it blocks as well. I think I probably want to get out of this fight easily and get a potion. Kill. 9 plus 8. Well, no, it's not 9 plus 8. It's 8 goes to 12. So this figure goes on this to make this 8. So that goes to 12 plus 8 is 20. So we're 1 off killing. I think we're still going on the Assassin Raider and we just do the same line. And then this is just strike, double defend, get owned, and then we go to the fire, just to avoid risking the elite. Because we also know we've got the late elite. I mean, I guess we could get like drop a really good potion. 1 block. I think I should trade there. Do I pot here? This is 22, so we're taking 12 at the moment. Because this is 20, which isn't killing. I guess it kills this, doesn't it? Yeah, no potion, I don't want that elite. Also, I've now got another broken thing, and I need to carry Star Gen. I need to be able to get to Star Gen. Does that mean I upgrade the Spectrum Shift before the Astral Pulse because I've drawn a second Star Gen? Missing that hidden cache now, but we did see 2 of the really broken ones. Ow? I mean, the turn, I think we do just play, like, everything. Don't really think there's much. You just block, put that low. And we should hopefully be able to get out from here. This kills. Oh shit, no, it only kills if I play the patter. It's fine. We will draw a strike next turn. Okay, that was quite a big mistake. Don't want these. I don't need this for the boss, right? We've already got like this and this and this. Ripple Basin's pretty nice. Ripple Basin, when you've got Reflect, definitely good. The fact that this doesn't upgrade on the star means you basically never upgrade this. I think the Venerate and the Spectrum Shifter are upgrades, but I'm going to do this on the in case we find, like, some random, like, if we find Star Gen in one of these 2 floors, then I'm happy. Do I have to pick one of these? I don't want to take the Gamma Blast because of the thing, so I guess I'm taking Collision Course, which is a bit weird with Ripple Basin, but I just don't want this Gamma Blast. Like, the Gamma Blast is the best, like, card in a, like, tier list sense. We've just got too much star spend. This is actually probably the next best card, but I don't like Summon Force as the first card I add that says Forge on it. If I've got a Bulwark, or I like transform into something, I click the -5 quite often. I just kind of wanted to find like a glow or a hidden cache, or I wanted to find Stargain or a child or a pillar. I wanted to look for powers and Stargen is what I wanted. I think I want this. Do I rest here? My fear is Effigy, I think. Bird probably hurts me enough that I would... Bird with bad draw order, maybe I would need to do this to avoid resting here. I think Frog is probably actually the one I'm best at with the Astral Pulse Plus, as long as I manage my stars well. And Spectrum Shift is pretty good against Frog as well. Because it just adds shit to your hand that isn't infections. I think I'm scared enough of Effigy and I want a hallway. A hallway. Yes, I want a hallway. Very good that I'm fighting a hallway. I'm hoping that paying attention and maybe microing well will get me out of here. I could have just killed this, but I kind of am thinking I want to save and play this. So I take the Ripple Basin there. Literal bottom deck is pretty bad when I got this to 18 there. Colorless cards are charge. Charge. Where's a reflect? I do think we trade here, by the way. Like, this defend makes no sense to me. Like, taking this Ripple Basin makes no sense to me. And I think we just spend that. The big thing is it does make the reflect problematic next 2 turns. But I think I'm just gonna... And I think I let this shuffle in and just do damage right now. Yeah. We heal back to what we entered this floor on, while taking one of the harder hallways using a potion and taking a leap. Now the Summon Force has got better. Do I want this Manifest Authority? Not really. Unupgraded. I don't want to upgrade it. I don't want to manually upgrade it. I've like already kind of want to upgrade this. And I am vaguely wondering if I have to rest just of like worst case for this fight. Yeah, I don't want these cards. We have Sword is basically a thing of it just lets you like fencing manual is good because it just lets you dump energy onto a sword if you float energy. And that's the main thing it does. Unless you've got like other forge cards. I feel like I'm like 5 below, or like a dex potion below trusting this fight. I wonder if this upgrade is actually enough. Because, like, This is of all the block upgrades. Well, the block up. This one's a 2. This one is a 4. But this one is a 3. But this one plays every single time you draw it, so is like probably the smoothest. And I'm wondering if this upgrade I could basically. I don't think I can greed the Venerate upgrade here, but I'm wondering if this upgrade I can greed. And I'm gonna try that. I think this is like one of the things I like thinking about in like bosses, of if you're slightly struggling because like you've just got some bad shit, like your deck just isn't quite there yet. If you can just like you do a block upgrade over a raw skip, to like smooth your output. I should have Sovereign Blade Overstrike there, by the way. That's the sort of moment where, okay, my micro's being sketchy here. No reason to play this over blocking 4. Like the debris cycles, and I don't want that. This is just full block, and we can just like save this. We're not really scaling in this fight, whereas that is getting bigger. I guess we're scaling by deck thinning with charge and by getting good shit with this. I sort of do kind of want to spend these at some point, because they're not great floating around my deck. The big thing about them is that they like pull shit out of your deck. Should have realized I was gonna split. Okay, we need to push damage like really fast now. This turn and next turn. I mean, this is obviously getting played. This is obviously getting played. This gets played. This enables the reflect next time. And do I play this for 11? I think I do. We've also got 20 damage here, which I've not forgotten. We did not see reflect, which is annoying. But at least we saw the ultimate defend. And very clear gold axe there. Now we've only got 21 to do. 21? Did we randomly do some extra damage? Oh, reflect, yeah. And there's no, like, nothing else. Yeah, the finesse did definitely save me, like, at least 9 there. Are these skip? I don't think there's any reason to take this Sword Sage. And I cannot afford this 7 stars. I don't have a Genesis. I don't have a Void Form. It's very clunky. Monarch's Gaze I've never been impressed by. Every time I've tried it. How's Tears? Tears looks pretty good to me. I don't think I want Tooth, but you could actually do that on a couple of defends. Unfortunately, you can't do that on Venerate, which is the card that most needs the upgrade. You could do it on Patter, but you'll just be doing it on like basics and Patter, which is a glorified basic. Because you can't give up Reflect, you can't give up the Venerate because your output is these two. This Tooth feels very, very dead. This Legion looks very good. This looks like one of the better tiers to me, but this Legion looks very good. I want to get to a shop. All 3 shops are in a line, but maybe you take the hallways and then this one. And then you go like here and then probably look at trying to do this. Maybe you just take the double shop. I'm kind of scared of this double advanced into the elite. Yeah, okay. I'm just going to scout the first shop, and if it's not broken, I'll go to the second. With Legion, by the way. With Legion. Very good. We just play this, and then we play the sword. Do I play the sword on something, or do I play Venerate Strike? Because the Venerate doesn't let me play the Pulse. Mind you, Venerate Gather Light lets me play the Pulse. Okay. Don't be baited by the Falling Star there. I think you do this, and what that means is that you can play this to just kill this. And this is awake now, by the way. So, like, one of these can just full block that. So I can swing that in there, play this patter to take 1 damage only, then play this. Can we kill? This is annoying. We're 2 off. Do I fire pot for 14? That sounds kind of reasonable. Annoying that we're 2 off, but like it's not like I misplayed patter onto it. Be gone or skip. I've already got a charge. Be gone is bad charge. Okay, is there something broken? If I hadn't fire potted, that waffle would be tempting. There is a fairy. Red Mask is pretty strong, but I think Red Mask is a lot worse with Legion because you tend to like play your block card and then turn 1 you're already like comfy. So while I'd buy a Horncleat, I do think the Legion puts me off the Red Mask and the Gorgate for the same reason. This is 21 HP, and I think that's just worse than this. This is more HP than 21. So I think I'm buying this and then walking to the next shop. I know I can't buy a relic, but maybe I can afford a cheap relic. I mean, you just do that. It's a very, very clear turn. I need that. Probably... Is this the Falling Star? It's the Falling Star, right? That just doesn't get played in this, like, cycle. Because you play these to enable the Astral Pulse. Which does need to get thrown here. But now this only needs 1 more attack to down it. Take 2 to play Charge or Spectrum Shift? Probably. Maybe I should have charged, because that gives a higher chance of drawing a thing to kill it here, but... We have... We just draw the sword next turn, so there's not really anything else. I don't want to play the Nostalgia, because if it puts something that just means I don't play this, I can lose my finesse. Royal Gamble Plus. Is Plus good enough? It's really good if I draw at turn 1. Honestly, I think it's just good enough because it says Plus, and we're short on Star Gen. I usually don't... I've gone down on it outside of, like... I mean, we're just playing this, right? This is still pretty chunky incoming. Like, we've got another 9, and this means we take 1. And, oh, well, we can play this, take 0. And, like, we're still holding this. How's Shockwave here? I think I'm doing this. And then I've got this available next turn with a Patter Shockwave down. So this is 36, we're at 8. We've bottom decked the Astral Pulse, which is kind of annoying in this fight. But I could defend 36, 42. So I kind of want to get this in. Because also all block turns into damage. So I guess I'll play that. Because this goes to 30, by the way. Which is actually an obscene number. Yeah, it turns out, like, micro matters. Who knew? Second reflect? Probably not. I don't like it here. With void form, I was more down for it. Child. A broken power. We click the child. Now... Oh, I thought I could afford the fisticuffs with it. I wouldn't... I still would have clicked the child. That's not... That wouldn't have changed. It's just like I was thinking this was going to be the really good thing. I didn't bother calculating. I was thinking I probably do take that right, but I'm one short. Still don't want the reflect. Would probably have bought this over this if I could afford it, but it's kind of irrelevant because I can't. I don't think you ever trade skill pot out for block pot or fortifier or something. Fortifier's kind of funny with this, but just leave. Millipede. Clogging? We have no block skill in hand. Ow. Ow, ow, ow. I mean, you're always playing this, even ignore the gamble thing. And then we just kill one of them with this, which is 36. We can kill any of them. Do we kill the one that's weakening us, or kill the one that's swinging for a bigger number? Honestly, I think I kill the one that's weakening us, so we can just try and end this fight as quickly as possible. Like, obviously, two of our biggest attacks are in the discard, so it's not that likely. But even if we can just, like, kill one of these here, I mean, this is a good block turn. And then you just, like, slam this down on one of them. Obviously, the defend doesn't do anything, but... I'm assuming I'm defending over the spectrum shift here. 27 incoming. This puts us at 22, 26. I think that's worth it. I don't think we're, like, trying to rely on the spectrum shift to actually win the fight for us. We're just going, like... I mean, this is always killing that one. This doesn't kill that. So I guess we're doing defend charge. And then we're trying to kill these next turn. Or at least one of them. This one, I guess. This is 26, yeah? Yeah. So you do that, then you play the patter, which gives you... So you hold this for next turn. We can venerate then this. Does that do anything? Honestly, I think we're blocking here. 12. 21. So we take 20. Yeah. I think I'm just hoping I see the spectrum shift next turn. Or at least, like, the one that can kill the weak. This needs to die, because the amount it's swinging for. I don't think I'm playing this Falling Star. This does revive, but the sword comes next turn, I think, and we're not weak. We got out of the millipede. Decisions, probably not. 2-spec. Really good. It upgraded our best cards, is just the short answer there. It just upgraded our best cards, so the Venerate probably would have been mildly better, but it doesn't matter. It upgraded good shit. I don't want these. We just double rest and then try and believe we farm, I think. I could upgrade Venerate, actually. No, I upgrade Venerate here. You should try and trade slightly in this fight. Like, swing with middling attacks early. Oh, that generated another finesse. That I was confused a bit there, but no, that makes sense. This week is probably not worth it on a non-multi-hit turn. I think I just charge away, like, some statuses. This weakens it by 5, and then I would throw a strike. Yeah, I think I just, like, take the Ripple Basin there. I do need to swing in here. We can just die now. This is 32. So we do survive if I play this. Why does it say 10? Oh, this. I mean, I am aware I've got this. Fuck. Well, we lose Fairy. I didn't think this deck was quite as bad against Entomancer as it ended up being. Should have rested. I called the double rest. Do I need this Kingly Kick is the thing I'm looking at. Basically, my saying Spectrum Shift isn't going to carry me enough with no potions. Can I fight these? How much does an upgrade matter? It's this one. Okay, it matters. Oh. Well, that's a great flaw. Meta on Regent is really good. Probably, actually, it's Ascender's Bane defend in this. Could have swung the blade, I guess. I want to save this so it's the, like, good numbers. This does just kill one, so we'll do that. Probably just, like, swing at one of these. So next turn's going to be funny. Because we know we draw the meta shit. And we had the restlessness. This is giga desperation, and I don't want it. Am I upgrading meta? No, I'm upgrading child. Funny turn, huh? I, I mean, most of this character is a pillar waiting room, honestly. Slam. Don't give a shit about retaining that when it's compared to playing it over a strike. This is glugged, so I don't want to play this. Maybe I shouldn't have played the Shining Strike, but... I don't play it here. I want to shuffle this out. I mean, big block number. Swing. I think we're okay. Like, we've got about halfway through its HP while playing our scaling. I want to save that. Okay, that's not in use. I think you charge one of the 2 costs and the Shining Strike? That makes sense to me. Could have done Calamity, I guess. Right. I can do, like, Frantic Escape Debris because we haven't got any more Frantic Escapes for next turn. So if I don't do one, we're in trouble. And I think it's better to do Frantic Escape Debris than to play this one and just cheapen. Yeah. We can still die. Especially if we draw like this. Which kind of, like, you know what the draw is, but... Yeah, GG. One wrong here. I mean, first off, this went badly. The first advanced tour, we bought a greedy power in this shop. We bought a greedy power in this shop on that lets you dodge an elite. You dodge an elite if this hallway goes badly. We didn't get a potion, and this hurt. This one being 14 was kind of scary, and that hurt. So we dodged and upgraded, which I don't think is like a crazy decision, but if you get an elite around here, you are in a better position. You've added another relic. Our relic bar isn't crazy good. This did a lot. This did a little bit. This was good. This did a little bit. This did nothing. This did nothing. So we had 2 that did absolutely nothing, 2 that did a little bit, and one real other than the ancient. This was a bad thing to see. I think the colorless is probably better on average. This went right. This finesse upgrade was really good. We saw one of the nastier hallways here, and we had a slightly awkward draw order here, which... I think the Legion was good for us, but it was like, I think this Pyel's Legion being the Ancient, I think there's definitely a lot of Oribus Ancients that are better than this, but, like, you know. I think this Legion is better than the bad Tez ones. And I will include a mid-roll toy box. The gamble was kind of because we were in a thing of, we were just a little... It came upgraded. So it came upgraded was one thing. And our deck was just a lit... We were really struggling in the longer fights on Star Gen. We're really struggling in the longer strikes on... It came upgraded, and we're struggling for Star Gen in the longer fights. If it didn't come green, I wouldn't have taken it. I wouldn't have taken it to upgrade. It's because it came green. Um, Millipede was normal, but the painful end. It was the painful end of what I think it should have been. Ento really wrecked us. I did not expect this to wreck us. Um, the fact that it was like we were only like under blocking by like 10 on the turn it did this, and that's like with this available. So it just like straight smacked our fairy out. So it smacked our fairy out and gave us this piece of shit. And this is the real flaw where suddenly we were like behind. Because if you get a real relic from this and don't lose your fairy, and then you fight the triangle here instead of dodge into this, then you're in a better position for this. You have we just saw 3 dead relics in Act 2 is the real thing. We saw 3 dead relics in Act 2, and we spent on a fairy which we lost to Ento. Yeah, we drew Reflect turn 1. We drew Reflect turn 1 in Entomancer, and then we didn't top deck it second cycle. I think it's largely our relic bar wasn't good enough, and this is because we dodged 1 elite around here. And I vaguely wonder if with the attack pot that was correct. But like we took the fire over the elite. We didn't take hallway over the elite. We took fire over the elite with like really good upgrades to do and a spectrum shift to carry. Having just taken 14 to Ruby Raiders and having only 1 attack potion as with having like used up a regen potion. I think it's around here was the not fighting an elite here makes it harder to get your relic bar better. But we did just have like a bunch of middling relics. And I think this is the main thing that went wrong. I wonder if there was notable micro here, but like Zek did shout out that the B has a like problem for certain decks. And I think I'm so used to getting wrecked by this and just to take 20 to the triangle, but say the triangle's 20. And like if you're good against the B, you're really good against the B, and this just doesn't it just breeds at you and it tickles you. This deck has a real problem if you can't play Reflect on demand. I don't think the child upgrade over the meta upgrade is wrong here. Because also bear in mind we would have died to being eaten if we couldn't die to the block. If we didn't die on block that turn, we would have died to being eaten next turn. Unless we literally kill it next turn. Even if we draw the Reflect the next turn, you have to play Reflect and draw a 1 energy escape the following turn. And probably so you have to play Reflect, a 1 energy escape, and like Patter or something. And then the following turn you need to play 0 cost attacks and kill it. So like we need if you don't kill it, I think this was a really hard with. I don't think our deck ever solved this. If you get Arsenal here, we win. If we get Arsenal here, we're out of this. If you get Arsenal here, the B isn't doing quite as much. I'm not trying to be quite as aggressive towards this, so maybe I like rest and save my fairy or something, or there's something. If this is pillar not child, we're in a stronger position. Like you still absolutely buy child over whatever else was in this shop. Like there's no way you don't buy the child with like Astral Pulse Reflect, but pillar would have been better. I think that's pretty much where I'm at. Needed like one